Graduate and undergraduate programs at the U of A are seeing increases that range from 17% to 104% increases. These include such fields as law, pharmacy, dentistry, engineering, business, counseling psychology, and radiation therapy. For example, the law program at the U of A is seeing an increase of $5,265 per year, bringing in the total annual tuition to almost $17,000. A master's in counseling psychology with a thesis is seeing an increase of $4,381 per year, bringing the total annual tuition to $8,574, more than double. It would be wildly irresponsible for Jason Kenney to allow these tuition hikes to go through while we are dealing with the economic downturn and COVID-19. Access to post-secondary is the key to our economic recovery in Alberta, and the UCP has fueled this tuition hike with constant and decimating cuts to post-secondary.
Tuition for first-year engineering students in 2022 is going to increase by 24.5%. I can't even imagine starting my degree, paying that much tuition, and knowing it's going to increase every year. For some context, 24.5% for most engineering students is over $2,000. This is a staggering amount of money. For me, that would mean having to forego textbooks. That could mean getting a part-time job on top of a 6-class course load, and that could mean having to get more student loans than planned for. These things may not seem like a big deal, but they impact students academically. This is a huge problem as first-year engineering is incredibly competitive. You're essentially competing against everyone else for a spot in a specialization with limited seats. Having gone through it, I can tell you it's a stressful experience and incredibly taxing on mental health. This tuition increase is only going to make things worse.
A radically higher tuition benefits the privileged applicants that will now be the only ones that can afford law school. And for those who do decide to go to the U of A, they will have an even higher crushing debt. This increase has been, besides being incredibly high, come at a time just before exams and with so little time to prepare a response. Yet the students have been mobilized and been incredibly engaged and active in their opposition to this. An increase is regressive, bottom line, at least especially at this amount. Our faculty has had the chance to stand behind its verbal commitment to supporting diversity, and they can do that by shelving the increase and going back to the drawing board with the community. So the first step is saying no to this tuition increase. The second step is saying yes to a better way forward for the faculty that is inclusive, accessible, and truly merit-based instead of stacking the decks in favor of wealthy applicants that already have ties to the profession.